In this video, we shall be talking about HTML quotations and citations. When we talk about quotations and citations, we talk about the Q tag, the cite tag, the blockquote tag, the abbreviation tag, the BDO tag, and the address tag. And we shall discuss all of them today. Starting with the Q tag. The Q tag is what we call the quote tag. All it does is input quotes at the beginning and end of a quote. We use the Q tag to indicate a quote. Example, let's say this is one quote. I want to add the Q tag. If I do this and I say Q and I close it, Visual Studio will always put the close tag automatically and put the cursor in between the open and close tag. So what we'll do is we'll first cut it out, then put the element and paste it in between. So by the time I save, come here and rerun, you see that what it did was it just put the quote sign in the beginning and the end. Text-to-speech devices know how to read these things, most especially when they are in quotes. Next on our list is the cite tag. The cite tag is used for the title of a creative work, like a book, a poem, a song, a movie, a painting, a sculpture, any creative work. You use the cite tag for the title of that work. You do not use the cite tag for the name of the person that owns the creative work. Example, take a look at this text. Let's say this is a creative work and this various party is the person that wrote this book. I want to use the cite tag. So I'll cut it out, then create the cite, and then paste it in between. So by the time we save, before we save, let's include a BR here. The BR is break line. We discussed about that when we talked about elements. So we save this, come here, run it. So what it does is it puts italics on the book or the creative work. So we know that this is the title of the work in question, maybe a poem or whatever. So when you are creating your website, you have these things at the back of your mind. Next on our list is the blockquote tag or the blockquote element. So let's say this is the blockquote element. This is the code that I want to put in block. What it does is it indents it. It's for a bigger blockquote. You want to put it not just in quote, in block quote. Remember, the quote element, this one is an inline element. We've talked about inline elements in a previous video on this series. Now this is block quote, is a block element. Look at it in practical. Block quote. Now in the block quote, there's something that you need to put, which is the cite. It's not compulsory, but it's necessary. Let's say we got this from point.com. I just came up with that. I don't know what point is. You can do it like you can put it traditional https:// and then you put the closing this thing by itself, and then we paste it. By the time we save this, come here. This inside from point ago from here, right? We refresh it and you see what happens. It events it and put it in a different, give it a different design. So if you see a website and you see that code, let's say an interview or something, and the person that is being interviewed made a statement that is catchy, you can put it in block code so that anybody that is going through that interview will see it and want to know where this person made this statement. It attracts people to the content. You can use CSS to do other designs like border. We have a CSS tutorial for beginner series where we talk about all of that. But for now, we are focused on HTML. That's why our website is looking like this. Now, after the block code, there is the abbreviation element. Let's take for instance HTML. The person may not know the meaning of HTML, right? Some text-to-speech devices might pronounce it as HTML, so we try to pronounce it like a word. But if you use the abbreviation element, what it does is it will spell it out. And it's also given for people to know what the meaning of HTML is. Let's give it a try. You open tag, write abbr, and then we say title. In this title tab, title is an attribute. In this title attribute, we put the meaning, hypertext, markup, language. For those of us that don't join it, HTML tutorial for beginner series is a series. This is part of the HTML tutorial for beginner series. If you want to know how far we've gone, the other videos is in the playlist section on this YouTube channel. This YouTube channel is Coditure. It's a tech channel where we discuss coding and all things tech. So if you're a tech lover, a tech enthusiast, please do well to subscribe. Just smash that subscribe button if you haven't, and also like this video. Thank you. Now we close this and then we write HTML in it. So but another thing is, let's put that BR, right, and save it so that it should appear in a new line and we'll see what's going on. And see the HTML has something under it. By the time I hover, just put your cursor on it, you see the full meaning. In this video, we are trying to include those that cannot read, so that text-to-speech devices will be able to read it to them correctly. But how about those that don't know the full meaning of HTML and they want to know? So we have provided the meaning of HTML. So after the abbreviation, we have the BDO tag. The BDO stands for bi-directional override. It's something that we use to change the text direction from right to left to right and vice versa. Remember, now English language and most languages we write from left to right. Some languages, like I think the Arabic, write from right to left. If you know any language that they write from right to left, please let us know in the comment section. I think it's only Arabic I can remember that does right to left. We've used this paragraph too much. Let's use this paragraph. So we'll come here. We want to put this text now and change the direction to go, instead of right to left, instead of left to right, we want to change it to right from right to left. So make the first the last and the last first. So we'll just cut this. So this is BDO, and we say direction. That means what's the direction? We are doing from right to left, and then we close, and then we paste that text that we cut out. I think we should also paste it outside so that we'll see what's going on. So I just saved it. I come here and run. So you see, oh no, I did not put a space here. So you see, lorem is now mirror, ipsum is now uspi, dollar is now volod, cite is now tis, amet is now tema. Can you see, it goes from left to right, not by word, but by the entire block. It's not word for word. If not, lorem be mirror and to come first. It's the entire block. You just rewrite the entire block. That's what it does. So last on our list is the address tag. The address tag is used to write the contact information for the author or owner of a document or an article. This information can be an email, a URL, a physical address, a phone number, a social media handle. This text in the address tag is usually in italics. The address tag will set that text to italics, and we include a line break It's different from the cite. The cite will not include a line break, but the address will include a line break. It's a block element, but the cite is an inline element. So let's take a look at it. What should we use now? Okay, let's use this. This is Imo Nigeria, right? We want to put this in an address, and then we paste it. We save, come here, and rerun. So you see, it has sent that Imo Nigeria to a new line and set it to what? Italics. We want to assume this is the name, save it, and then we'll come here and rerun. I think this looks better. Let me know what you think in the comment section. When you're developing your website, you have to include colors, right? There are color codes, different varieties of color. How do we specify them? We shall be discussing colors in our next video, and we are going to break it down using the different types of color codes. There are varieties of it, the LBJ and the rest, the hex code. We shall be discussing all these things in our next video. If you haven't subscribed, do well to smash that subscribe button. Thank you. See you in our next video. Bye bye.